Hamlet, crisis of being, soliloquy. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt. Act 1, Scene 2. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw and resolve itself into a dew, or that the everlasting had not fixed his cannon 'gainst self-slaughter. O God, God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fie on, fie, 'tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed. Things rank and gross in nature possess it merely, that it should come to this, but 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king that was to this Hyperion to a satyr, so loving to my mother that he might not beteem the winds of heaven, visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth, must I remember why she would hang on him as if increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on, and yet within a month. Let me not think on it, frailty, thy name is woman. A little month, or ere those shoes were old, with which she followed my poor father's body, like Niobe all tears, why she, even she, O God, a beast that wants discourse of reason, would have mourned longer, married with mine uncle, my father's brother, but no more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month, ere yet the salt of most unrighteous tears had left the flushing in her gallant eyes, she married, O most wicked speed, to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not, nor it cannot come to good, but break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hamlet, crisis of being, soliloquy. What a piece of work is man. Act 2, Scene 2. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercises, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition, that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air, look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire. Why, it appears no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man, how noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving how express and admirable, in action how like an angel, in apprehension how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, nor woman neither.
Hamlet, crisis of being, soliloquy. To be or not to be, Act 3, Scene 1. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to, 'tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear, to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of? Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action.
Hamlet, crisis of being, soliloquies. William Shakespeare wrote Hamlet around the year 1600. The play remains one of the most studied works in English literature, not because of its plot, but because of its language. its direct descent into the inner world of thought. Across these three soliloquies, we witness the collapse of certainty. Hamlet begins with disgust and grief. Then he turns outward, questioning humanity itself. And finally, he confronts the question of existence, not what he should do, but whether he should be at all. Shakespeare gives us not just a character, but a process of thought made visible. His rhythm, pauses, and contradictions are part of the meaning. Hamlet delays not because he's weak, but because he sees too clearly. And in that clarity, he becomes a mirror. AI BARD Academy delivers academic recitations and interpretive videos for the classroom. Teachers can commission classroom-ready narration and analysis. Students can submit their own written analysis, and AI BARD Academy will bring it to life as a narrated video. Academic content on demand.